Jimmy, I'm Mario. Today, we're going to be showing, you remember the last second video on the channel called about me showing off this game class? If you don't, you can go check that video link in the description. Today, we're going to be showing you all of the terrains in my fan-made again. This isn't official, by the way. Now we have to get now to make sure to get all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, all the 14 games. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it is of course a new game. A sequel was made of this. As you can see, there's me, Luigi, a Toadette, and a Toddy. Now let's get on with the rhymes. Let's give it a roll. So we're gonna be a little more. So you're gonna have to listen up, pal. Stop with the Sparky Ball. Now we're speaking my number voice. If you don't know, this is remember the Super Mario 3D World about this? Instead of the spikes throwing almost spike balls or throwing spike bombs? Well, this is basically it now. Except it's tetra pull. In my case, you can put it anywhere. And it will but you'll get hurt if you touch it. Or you'll just lose your power up if you have one. Next up for item number 2. It's the pipe cannon. Yes, we are on the second one as a pipe cannon. If you didn't know, in New Super Mario Bros. Or New Super Mario World, this, if you got into one, and you'd get fired. But in the Mario World, after you got one, when you leave, you'd go back out of the pipe again and you'd fly. You know, this is the card. The selected item, got the notebook. Never noticed as an item in the Mario World series. But if you didn't know, this one is, of course, mixed is all nut. Temporal bridge. Of course, just cross it. You just cross the bridge. Sorry, I didn't know what you're doing, but to find that, I didn't put somebody saw this button. We have to go Skippy up here, Skippy up the Mario 64. Then we have the truss slope. But to do that, we have to find the trussy block. There. Now note, sorry to disappoint, but some of these items are actually from the fandom. So according to me, I don't have to search it up. I forgot what it was. Truss blocks are a climbable surface, but the top is a solid surface. Similar to some solid platforms, truss can always be shaped into slopes and will be colored with a paintbrush. Yeah, that happens. Next up, we have the fossil blocks. But to do that, we have to find the normal fossil block. Oh, it is a fossil block. But let me see what it is. I'll select it again. I didn't search it up. Buster blocks are breakable blocks, similar to book blocks that can be stretched out. Some of the ground blocks that are multiple enemies, atoms, and even fluids inside. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's what it is. These are the aquarium blocks, or should I say, the glass blocks. These are basically just like the same thing as fossil blocks. They can be stretched out, but you can actually go through them. Same would, actually what liquids inside. And if I want to find the normal one, keep going up. Sorry, figuring why not just trying to wait. Oh yeah, here it is. And basically you can just climb through them. It's like water filled or clear. That's it. Up next we have the blue clear pipes. I already know what they are considering they're actually a Mario game, but just to let you know. Clear pipes, the Mario project enemies travel through them and let them choose their pathways, until 3 of guys. Lowest, yellowest faster, and red is the fastest. Yet again, I had to warn you that this one's the slowest. We have a mushroom platform. There could be multiple platforms from any game style that are available on them. This is just one of the first one I chose. The second one I chose is this, see? Different, by the way. This one's for some 8-bit styles. This one's for half the 3D styles. This one's basically just a different shaped mushroom platform, and of course it actually, you see, this, and this, you can actually jump on those. Yeah. Right, and then I have a fourth one. Yeah, there it is. That's the ground monster island. Next up we have a Yoshi block. Or should I say a block. If you didn't play the Yoshi series back in the 90s and 2010s, these are basically just if you played them, you already know they spit out eggs. Next up we have spike lifts. Even though they might hurt you from the bottom, if you stand on them, you're perfectly fine. True. Then we have the spiky blocks. Available in only the 3D styles. Other forms, this is just the normal form. And their other forms are, this one makes me move a little bit slower. Then the on and on the switch block one. Next up we have a reverse the question mark block. If you didn't know the normal one, usually if it's the other way around, not upside down, it'd be okay and you'll get like a good thing. But these reverse ones are bad. They can only include any items that Mario can get hurt from. And again, 3D land. Next up, wow, they have to take 3 in a row, which is fair. If you didn't know what they were, because they weren't even from the Mario game, they're a lot quicker and they have slippery properties. And of course, those are just free variations of cool things. Next we have an enemy block. Fun fact, these blocks can only contain enemies. And yes, bosses and certain gizmos do hurt you too. But these can only handle enemies. Next up we have the Simba bush. Like the normal bushes from the background or like a... These can hold enemies behind them. That can be visible, which means you can hold two of them, and invisible, and invisible with only one. If you choose to do visible, you can put these small enemies on that. And invisible, you can put them behind the bush. Finally, to a double item, we have the pipe beast. These pipes are basically just the normal. Yellow moving this, blue moving the slowest, green moving the third the slowest, this one moving the fastest, and one moving the second fastest. Then there's an unfurl block. If you didn't know what that was, it was not even fun. Yet again, not from a Mario game. Unfurl block. I have to search that up. Again, if you didn't know, I guess it could just mean you get a, I guess it means you get a random power up. I don't know. It's from like a Paper Mario game. Get that message out of my way. So next we have a thing-a-block. Remember, if you're using Mario, then this will turn green. If you were using Luigi, then this will turn red. Then we have the gold block, and like I said, it's basically a normal block, except it only scores that gold coins. And once you do it 20 times, it's basically just giving you an empty block. Next we have a clear pipe. Oh yeah, we already did that. We have a rotating block. The Super Mario World, except it's expanding a game styles with it. Now you can finally have the using Mario U Deluxe one without any brick blocks, except the reversing rotating blocks. And yet again, you could have crystal blocks, and according to me, yet again, sorry guys, I didn't know a lot about these. So I'm just gonna search them up, and according to me, a brick block variation that cannot lie, but of course it's the same behavior. Actually, for someone who's okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Skip past Mario World. Then we have the music block. This is basically the same thing, except it actually can play music. Finally, the first thing you can see is a brick block. Like I said, it's basically a crystal block, except you can actually hold items. Wow. Then we have the red. Then we have the question mark. Then we have the exclamation mark. If you didn't know, these can come in all different colors, but they just basically a different design. Originally aired in Super Mario 64. Like I said, this is basically the same thing as a clear pipe, except it's like the pipe cannon. Second item. Skip past the moment. Oh yeah, we already did that. Already did that too. How many items on this list did we already do? Finally, a metal block. I have. How many times do I have to say this, but I don't know what it is. If you didn't know, About the block have stick attached to them, causing them to always drop when the air underneath. When the air underneath, here's their way to connect the pieces of blocks and bounce off nut blocks. They're too heavy to grab. They could be pulled from magnet switches on their own standard. Spike ball. These can be thrown from spikes, or also known as spikes. And no, I'm not talking about fishy boopkins, the anime lover. Be quiet. Roulette block. These can hold up to 7 items. These can hold up to 10 random items that you can choose. However, it can only be power-ups. And the ones that Sun block. Actually, are in from Super Mario Sunshine. Sand blocks we walked across them can also be picked up to destroy instantly in Super Mario style. You have to chip on it to destroy these blocks. Yet again, skip past the game card randomly chose. And block basically sketch map blocks that can't be seen. They can't. Rock block. If you didn't know what the rock blocks are, let me just explain. Shake the hard block to get the rock block, which has the same hardness but can contain items inside if broken. Previously exclusive to the 3D World Star theme song as the hard block. Except that I forgot to remember that this is available in all styles. Donut lift, or should I say donut block? What you can call a donut lift. Donut lifts or donut blocks can be shaken, and donut lifts are basically just donut blocks, except they can be put on tracks. And the donut blocks are just straight up the same thing. The panel block. This block can panel and get rid of enemies, including munchers. Even though those are really hard to destroy, and that's the only reason you can get rid of them. B-switch. These can activate any type of yellow and blue coins. A counter block. A counter block is a blocky that can be thrown around. And you can if you put a bucket in it, it can count as a cloud. And once that's destroyed, it can basically count a cloud. Yet again, oh, there's the fossil block. Oh, yeah, we already did that. Empty block. Basically the rock block, except it's available in most styles as well. Golden leaf block. This activates the golden leaf block. Unlike some of the other ones, this might be one of I think some items in the entire game that is only available through a couple styles. These are Mario Run, New Super Mario Bros. Bros. U, Sunshine, 3D Land, 3D World, and Odyssey. Pod block is basically just a different style. The ice block can. This is just a picture of the giant ice block. It's basically the same thing as an ice block. Ice blocks can be very slippery. And of course, the giant ice blocks can be even slipperier. But you gotta put like a power up on it. Actually gotta put big mushroom on it. Then finally we get to our final item, the mud block. And if you didn't know, this is the last time I seen it, because it's the last time in the video. Shake a sand block to get the mud block. Mud blocks are a unique block. They slowly get destroyed when the player walks across it. You can walk across it 3 times before it gets destroyed. Some of the red blocks, they can hold items and enemies inside. And well, guys, that was the end of all the blocks you can destroy in it. Oh, the train. Fun fact. I'm going back to troll thumbnails on the series. So if you want to know what the thumbnail is, watch it. And if you want to find the thumbnail, Make sure you look out for the Super Mario cereal image. It's probably not on show anymore. Make sure you look for that on a thumbnail. Then you click it, and then you go to this video. So anyways, see you next time in the next episode being about power-ups. Bye!